and instead they pick very Gen.G.
Maybe he'll go to game 3 and they'll be kind of forced to eventually.
Well, Alex is not, he's going to the death chamber. That's first blood going over to Canyon Skana.
Both of these ganks crazy.
As, yep, here he is. Seismic Shove is going to connect, though, onto Chovy, who does use the Emperor's Divide, but dies immediately. Between Worlds out here as there's the flash forward from Chovy. Seismic Shove's gorgeous into the Cyclone. As Kane looking for an angle here, as in goes Canyon, but a little bit early as he flashes to get towards the Dragon. It is going to be secured. Tempered Fate to keep Canyon alive for a little while longer, but Ruler, I don't know what we're quite doing there as Between Worlds does come down. Kingen almost just kills him, but Ruler will be able to survive momentarily. Finally, the auto comes in, and Nongshim wipe the floor with Gen.G in the Dragon fight, and Kingen is driving the Rift Herald, and the charge is going to come through. Now the curtains are being called as Lahen's continuing to do battle. Keen stays alive because Gwen is immune. Keen underneath this turret will be able to take that one down, and Kingen, he's trying to get out. Will he? No. Oh god, the Otacon is collected by Nongshim. Gideon at least gets that one, but can they get anything more? That's the question. Cosmic Binding not going to work. Chovy just goes over the wall there momentarily. It looks like Scorpion's on the menu here. Seismic Shove delivers him. Beautiful chain CC. Nowhere that Canyon could go, decides that he does not want to flash, and I think that was the right call. Going to show himself on this ward. Gen.G do manage to get that one down, but here's the turn. Down goes the Bard in the blink of an eye. Gonna get caught here once again, but he gets booped over the wall with the help of the Weaver's Wall. Goes Golden just to avoid this curtain call as Ruler possibly out of position, but another Cyclone gonna get eaten by a flash, and the Emperor's Divide throws the monkey back in. The Impale just going to deliver him, and it's a triple kill here for Ruler. Is it the pentakill time? Can he finally manage to take it away from his teammates on this Talia, but Seismic Shove not going to be enough, and that is going to be Chovy locking that one down, his first kill of the game.
I love how...
And Canyon, he can just drive his way out, decides against it, as now Ruler with the barrier. Pulverize comes on through there as Ruler is in so much trouble. Does manage to take one down before he falls, but Gideon with no Cyclone has no way out. It's Canyon that takes down the turret as well as the monkey, and I don't think they're going to need their Corki to break open the base here as Gen.G with an 8,000 gold lead. Like, even more alive as Keen dives into the back line looking for a bit of an angle as the Tempered Fate to lock up Calyx momentarily. That was the decoy as Chovy finds the angle, takes down the Aurora, and is now just running amok, looking to destroy Nongshim. Canyon will catch on to Calyx. There's the Impale, another great shove to be perfectly honest, but it won't actually do anything as Juve is going to be left alive, but not for very long. As look at the damage Ruler's doing. That's going to be the ace, and Gen.G will close out game 1. A weird one, but in the end, it just didn't really feel like it was going to go any other way. Pop Blossom, he goes forward, looks to try and take down the jungler. The heroic charge, the heroic entrance is fantastic. Gideon's dead.
Okay, well, Kingen, he's now the
public execution comes down, but the immediate taunt to come in. There's the Pop Blossom as well, as Lahans gets ulted here by Canyon. Not exactly an optimal target, but the heroic entrance is going to deny any follow-up. And now Calyx is having to deal with the minions and Keen underneath this one. Canyon moving on over the flash forward, and Calyx is able to take down the Croc. That's going to be a solo kill there for the Rise, and one back here for Nongshim. Feeling fantastic. Gideon moving on in as well. The two-man taunt is going to come through. There's Feats of Warfare as it's the Nico that locks down the Rise to get some revenge here for Keen. Nemesis in Calyx. As they get the vision, he does avoid that Q as he's looking to try and run this one out, but the Rune Prison is going to be there.
See if it can save him.
Cease and Desist is going to come on through there, but the public execution is going to come down. Still they lose the Rise. True Shot Barrage does not a whole lot, but Canyon, oh, the taunt defense from Chovy is so good. And there are no minions here. Duro's moving in. He was a Krug. That was cool. Bit of a Doran cosplay. You love to see that. And here's the real Crocodile. Pop Blossom's gigantic, as the heroic entrance is down on top of it. Chovy's at about 50 health, but that's pretty much all he needs. And the revenge from Keen is swift and destructive. Kingen trying to get in here to do his best Rich impression, but unfortunately, Gen.G are just too strong, and that's a clean ace here at 18.5 minutes as Chovy, President, as Ruler actually able to get out of the way of Gideon here, and G is able to still, that is a decent evacuation there. A cease and desist comes on through, but Canyon's in so much trouble. Gets so much health back, though, and Gideon eventually be able to lock it down, but the Winds of War will finish him off. Duro could be in a little bit of trouble here.
Ox.
As Ruler is also in massive trouble. There's a public execution to lock him down. They'll find themselves a whole bunch of extra money as Duro. King comes down. King ain't gonna get knocked up because there's a heroic entrance, and Chovy will be able to lock down the kill in the end. They are moving from behind. Cease and desist right out of nowhere. Heroic entrance just to make sure they can't further engage the flash out. But the taunt is there to follow, and the Pop Blossom for the follow-up is so good out of Gen.G. Over the wall they go as Lahens does dash cannon his way out. That is going to be a teleport away from the Ambessa. Kingen is able to keep himself alive, but with Gio and Gideon down, that will be Soul Point going over to Gen.G, and even Lahens will be cut down where he stands. He's going to connect, cease and desist comes on through, and they just wail on the Ambessa. Down she goes. A lot of damage onto Lahens, as well as the flash out from Canyon is not going to be successful. Keen with the Dominus running, but the Pop Blossom connects onto 3 into the back line as Chovy goes forward and goes golden. Still Duro is going to fall as Ruler with the ace in the hole. Gio actually going to soak that one for Lahens, teaching him what to do next time, most likely.
To the back, he can return right away. Lahens
the flash. Okay.
This as in live.
Okay, cease and desist comes down yet again. The heroic entrance going to be eaten there by the Zhonya's, but ultimately it doesn't really do too much of anything at all. So Calyx is just dead.
Dragon up as Gio offers damage. I just don't know about this.
Yeah, Duro is trying to spot this one out as Lahens gets caught yet again. Goes up into the sky as Kingen now able to get himself out, but unfortunately Rule is able to shut down the Spider Lady, and now Nongshim looking for the turn. Gideon in amongst it, but nobody else is really there as Duro trying to fight off this dragon, and it's not quite working, and Canyon flashes to get himself the Hextech Soul, and now we get to witness Caitlyn and Hextech Soul. And ladies and gentlemen, that is not something you want to be going up against, as Gio gonna have all of his Qs avoided apart from that one. But everything else is gonna go wide as there is the net over the wall, and Ruler locks down the ace.
Definitely some fun to be had. Definitely an extremely dominant early game. Those some fun times to be had in the mid-game.
Yeah.
But extremely dominant early game, and now the last to fall.
Oh dear.
The first to fall in the previous fight. Lahens is dead. The turrets are dead, and Gen.G, another day in the office in the Legend group. Another 2-0.
And
they're
25-0 against Nongshim now as well. Wasn't really Nongshim's day, although certainly some positives to draw from it, right?